So what is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If we have not yet met, my name is Peter Roberts, and today's video I want to share with you guys one of the easiest ways that you can sell a service-based product to a customer to close more deals, and a simple question that you need to ask every customer that you are looking face-to-face in the eyes. Tell them this and you can help land and close more deals. Now, why do I want to share with you guys this and why I want to share with you guys this is kind of just documenting my sales journey as I got into the tree business. Initially, it was a huge day. I closed over $12,000 worth of business in person, face-to-face. Now, I remember when I was just starting my landscaping business, and just selling in general, it's scary to look someone in the eyes and tell them the price. But yesterday I was able to meet with 5 customers, close over $12,000 worth of business. It's a very productive day, but I realized that I was able to close this business because I did this one thing. Now, what I realized that most people hide and run away from price. When you're selling a painting service, when you're selling a landscaping service, when you're selling a tree removal service, when you're selling some type of roofing company, whatever you're doing, selling a service-based product, your biggest fear and one of the biggest things that you have to remind, and you're probably thinking in the back of your head, is these people are thinking or shopping for the cheapest price. Now, the one thing that helps me on my sales pitch, and one thing that you need to do is communicate how you're going to bring the most amount of value to kind of help curb that price rejection. So what you want to do is display how you're going to solve this problem, exactly the efficiencies, the speed, the processes, and more importantly, build trust with the customer. Once they kind of feel that you've been trusty, once you go ahead and build this thing, you will not say the number that you're thinking in your head. You will not tell them the price it's going to be to deliver the service, to offer this product to them, until you feel like they've understood you a little bit, to feel like they have any questions. You always ask them, do you have any more questions? Then once you answer or ask them the last question, before you give them the number, you're going to ask them this. And what I've learned is that a lot of times we're selling things just to make ourselves a lot of money. We're trying to sell things that make us the most successful margins or make us the most amount of dollars as a salesman or as a business owner. But the truth is, you have to package and create exactly what the customer wants. The customer doesn't care how much money you're going to make off this deal. The customer just wants exactly what they're looking for at a reasonable price. So what you're going to do is look them in the eye. And you're going to ask them, hey, Mr. or hey, Mrs., I know this is what I say. I'm a first-time buyer. I know things are super expensive. You're probably shopping around the ballpark. I just want to ask you this, if you don't mind. What is your price range? What is within your budget? And you're going to ask them for a number. Because yesterday on a job, I looked at the job. I'm thinking $700, $800 easily. We can close this deal. And the lady says $1,400. Now, obviously, I use it as a number. Like, damn, she can easily close $1,400. So what you do is use that number, if you can package it in, and you either find a way to meet that number, $1,400, you package it in different ways to save money, or you go out there and sell the same exact product, but you now have the information of what they can afford. So you can go to the job, like I said, it was $600, $700. I'm thinking in my head, $700, $800, somewhere around the ballpark. She says, I can afford $1,400. So I said, ma'am, for all this work here, it's about $1,200 to complete this job. What we're gonna do has an amazing cleanup. And you just mentioned it's a little underneath your budget. How does that sound? Fair enough? And typically, now that you just offered under what they said they can afford, and you ask them and hit them with, hey, how does that sound? Fair enough. $1,100, $1,200. Do we got a deal? Fair enough. They're going to be like, yeah, I can afford it. It's within my budget. You're going to tell me how you're going to solve this problem. You're going to go ahead and do a great job. And then it's less than what I'm actually getting. But what I learned, guys, in this small little example, and as I continue this as a sort of $3,800 job, is that people are expecting a lot of different numbers. If they're not shopping around, which is a good thing, they truly don't know what your service or whatever service-based product is actually going to cost them. So if you can get a feel for it, if you can look them directly in the eyes and be confident, be like, hey, I'm looking out for you. I'm going to do whatever I can to make it and package it that will be most cost-effective for you, that will help you stay within your budget. How does that sound? They said, all right, great. That sounds great. Well, this service is going to cost you $1,500. Is that within your budget? If they say yes, well, fair enough. Well, if it's not within your budget, here's what you do. You still have so many different opportunities to win this sale. The truth is, sales is not just go out there, deliver a number, tell them you're going to do it, and run away. Hide behind an email. Tell them exactly how you're going to solve this problem, and then leave. And hopefully they say accept quote. But the truth is, you have to package it. You have to continue to probe, to ask questions. Well, if $1,500 is out of your price range, because sometimes you're going to meet jobs where, hey, another job that I closed yesterday was $1,500. I said, this tree here is going to be $2,200. Is this out of your price range? I said, yeah, it's way out of my price. I was like, what are you looking to spend? How much can you afford? And more importantly, and once you get this intel, once you get this data, you can start doing different things. So the $2,200 was to fully remove the tree. I was like, what we can do for you that can help keep you within your price range is we cut it, leave it all in the long length, and we can just keep it here on the property. Will that help you? Like, we'll get the tree down safely, but we'll also help do this at a cost-effective thing for you as well. And more importantly, this tree comes down safely. How does that sound? That sounds great. Well, now you just switch from, I want to sell them this. I wanted to sell them the $2,200 package. I wanted to sell them that huge deal that's going to make me the most of my money, that's going to make the business the most successful. But I had to flip it. and I flipped it to find exactly what they want. So my greatest tip and takeaway for you guys, if you're selling any service-based product and you want to close more deals, this is know that everyone in this business can kind of offer the same service as you. The person that you are, the trust that you develop with the customer is more crucial. Your sales process is very important, but more importantly, what is most important and trumps everything when you're selling and trying to make money to help to close more deals, guys, is to think about what does the customer actually want. When is that value proposition in their favor? And anytime they feel like they're paying too much for something they get at a cheaper price, they're going to say no. So you have to find different ways to package it, to sell it to them. And this is exactly why I think about this all the time. We go to Chipotle constantly. Why Chipotle is a thriving business. Why you love Chipotle, because you go to Chipotle, get a $7-8 burrito, you are full, you've had great nutrition, typically it's a fast and easy thing, and you feel like you've got a $15 to $20 meal for a cost of $7. This value to price composition here is super crucial in my mind. So what I want to show you guys, that little story there, go out there and think about what the customer wants, package it, and do not run away from the price. Look them in the eyes and say, what can you afford, what makes sense for you, and then find a way to close the deal by saying, hey, I know you can afford $1,400. We can do this for $1,200. We can even do it for $1,400. How does that sound? Fair enough. You got them. They give up the evidence. You close them. You tell them you're going to solve this problem, and it's within their budget, and you're going to close a shit ton of more deals. Go out there. Don't run from the customer. Look them directly in the eyes. Be confident. Stare confidently in their soul and be like, this is what we're going to do. Close the deal, run away, and grow your business. Cheers. Love you guys.